Okay, let us look at multiplication of algebraic equations. So we have 3xy into 4y. Now whenever you have to multiply these, what do we do? The first thing we do is we find out the like things. And when I say like things, the first thing is you see what are the constants which have to be multiplied. So let's say in this case you have 3, in this case you have 4. So you multiply the constant of one number with the constant of the other. So 3 times 4 is going to give you 12, right? Then you find out which are the variables. Identify variables separately. Okay, so in this case, what are the variables that you have? You have x, you have y. In the second one, again it is y only, so there are two variables. What you do in these cases is you multiply one variable in the first number with the same variable in the second one. Now incidentally we have x here, but we don't have x here. So x is not to be multiplied by anything else, so we take it as 1 only, so x will come as it is, right? The second thing is you have y here and y here, so you multiply y with y, right? Now if you recall, we saw that a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. In this particular case, you have y to the power 1 into y to the power 1. So this will be what? M plus n. M is 1 and n is also 1. So this becomes y to the power 2. So this is basically how you multiplied this particular algebraic equation, right? This is the procedure which you normally use to multiply two numbers or two algebraic expressions, right? Now what you can also do is similarly you can multiply more than 2. So you have 2x square y z square by this and the product by this. So there are three numbers basically that you have in this case, but that's not a problem. We just apply the same procedure. So we multiply the constant with the constant in the second number. 2 into 9 gives you 18, right? Then you multiply the variable x with the corresponding variable x in the other one. So we write x here, okay, and because this is coming in both the cases, we saw it here, a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. So x is given to the power 2 here, x is again given to the power 2 here. So what do? We put in x and we write 2 plus 2, which gives you 4, right? Then we pick up y against y here. So y into y we get y. Now what is the power of y here? 1. What is the power of y here? 2. So we add two of them. 1 plus 2 gives you 3, right? Similarly we pick up z and multiply it by z. So we get z here. What is the power of z here? 2. What is the power here? 2. 2 plus 2, applying this formula, will give you to the power 4, right? So when we multiply these two, the product that we get is 18x to the power 4 y cube z4. This we have to multiply by 3x y z. Okay, again same procedure. Multiply the constant with the constant. 18 into 3 gives you 54. X, both of them are here, so we put in x. 4 plus here, what is the power of x? 1. 4 plus 1 gives you 5. Y with y, right? So we get a y here. 3 plus 1 gives you 4. Z to the power 4, z here, so we put in a z here. 4 plus 1 gives you 5, right? So we have solved these two equations also. Now let me take the third and the final one. minus 4 upon 7 x square y by 3 upon 5 y square x. Again, there is really nothing different in this particular one vis-a-vis the one which we did earlier. So we multiply minus 4 by 7 by 3 upon 5, right? Then we put in x, which is there. Now in this case y square is coming first, but it really doesn't make a difference. Why? Because we know x into y is equal to y into x. So even if y is coming before, it doesn't make a difference. So x to the power 2 and x to the power 1. So 2 plus 1 gives you 3. Similarly, y into y square gives you what? Y. 1 plus 2 will give you 3. Right? So this is the product that you get. Once you multiply, you will get minus 12 upon 35 x cube y cube. Okay? Find the value of the product if x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2, and I think this is just an additional part that you can ignore, right? Because we don't have a z here. So if x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 2, what is the value of this? So we get minus 12 upon 35 into x cube. X cube will mean what? 3 cube, which we know is 27, into y cube. Y is what? 2. 2 cube is 8. Right? So do we have any cancellations here? No, there are no cancellations. So you multiply 12 into 8 will give you minus 96 into 27. Right? Divided by 35. Once you do this multiplication, what do you get? You will get minus 27 times 6 will give you 120, 42, 162, 16 carry. 27 into 9 gives you 272, 53, 269. And this basically is your